There once was a mansion, tall, elegant, the kind of home people dream of. But inside those walls, silence. Not the peaceful kind. The kind that aches. Because money can buy a house, but it can't buy happiness. And in this mansion, happiness had been missing for a very long time. This is Sophia. 5 years old, with curls like golden sunlight and a laugh that used to fill every room. But that was before the accident. Before the car crash that took her mother and left her paralyzed. Now her world is small. Just this wheelchair, this window, and the father who would give anything to see her smile again. Her father, Daniel Carter, was a man who believed in solutions. If money could fix it, he'd buy it. The best doctors. The rarest treatments. But no matter how much he spent, Sophia's legs stayed still. And with every failed hope, the mansion grew quieter. Then, one ordinary day, something extraordinary happened. A sound Daniel hadn't heard in over a year. Sophia's laugh. Not a polite little giggle. Full belly-deep, real laugh. And there in front of her was a boy. Barefoot, dusty, moving like his whole body was made of joy. This was Leo. And in that moment, he wasn't just dancing. He was pulling Sophia back into the world. Daniel's first thought. Who is this boy? How did he get in here? But then he saw it. Sophia wasn't just watching. She was alive. Her hands clapping, her toes wiggling in her shoes. And that's when Daniel faced a choice. Send the boy away. Or let this fragile, beautiful moment grow. What would you have done? The next morning, Sophia woke up different. For the first time in months, she didn't just stare out the window, she waited. Because yesterday something magical had happened. And children, they always believe in magic. And right on time there he was. Leo. The boy who danced like nobody was watching, even though someone was. Daniel stood in the shadows, his arms crossed, watching as this strange, wild-hearted kid made his daughter light up like fireworks. Every day Leo came back. Every day he brought a new dance, a new joke, a new reason for Sophia to forget, even for a second that she couldn't walk. And every day, Daniel watched, silent, wrestling with the question, who is this boy? And then, the moment Leo had been dreading, the millionaire emerged from the shadows. Leo's first instinct, run. He'd been chased off enough rich properties to know how this ended. But before he could bolt, Sophia's voice stopped them both. And in that moment, Daniel saw something in Leo's eyes he recognized. Not fear, not guilt, loneliness. The same loneliness he saw in the mirror every morning. So Daniel did something he hadn't done in years. He listened. And Leo's story came tumbling out. No birthday, no home, just empty laundromats and bus stations. But when he spoke of Sophia, his voice changed. She looked sad, he whispered. I just wanted to make her smile. That night, Daniel lay awake, staring at the ceiling. All his money, all his power. And yet, it took a homeless boy to do what he couldn't, bring his daughter back to life. So when Leo showed up the next day, he found something waiting. Not a guard to throw him out. Not a lecture. But an invitation. Keep dancing, Daniel said quietly. She needs you. And with those words, something inside that cold, silent mansion began to thaw. Because while Leo was busy teaching Sophia to dance, she was teaching him something too. That sometimes, hope doesn't come crashing in like a hero. It tiptoes in barefoot, with scraped knees and a grin and says, let's play. That night, under a sky full of stars, Leo did something unusual. He sat still. No dancing. No jokes. Just a boy, smaller than he pretended to be. Staring at his dirty feet and wondering how long this would last. Because in Leo's world, good things didn't stay. But Daniel Carter was full of surprises that summer. He didn't give speeches. Didn't ask questions. Just sat beside this boy who'd slipped into their lives like a stray sunbeam, and handed him something warm to hold on to. And that's when the dam broke. Why are you being nice to me? Leo whispered. Daniel stared into the dark. Maybe because he saw the bruises on Leo's arms. Maybe because he finally understood. You can't buy miracles. But sometimes, they wander into your garden wearing hand-me-down clothes. Pack your things, Daniel said. Leo laughed. What things? A broken comb. A half-eaten candy bar. But then Daniel said the words that would change everything. You're coming inside. For good. Leo had never had a bed before. Never had a door that locked from the inside. Never had drawers full of clothes that fit. But when Sophia wheeled in, grinning, and threw a pillow at his head, that's when he knew. This wasn't charity. This was family. Weeks passed. The mansion learned new sounds. Homework arguments, burnt cookies, Sophia's wheelchair racing down hallways. And one impossible afternoon, a gasp from the garden. Because Sophia was standing. Just for a second. Just enough. The doctors called it a breakthrough. The newspapers called it a medical marvel. But Leo, he just grinned and said what they all knew. You were always strong enough. You just forgot. That's the thing about miracles. They don't always come from where you expect. Sometimes they're hiding in a homeless boy's laugh. Or a father's second chance. Or the way a little girl, once broken, teaches the whole world how to dance again. Every miracle begins with an act of kindness. What's yours?